Majin Buu is one of the most unpredictable and terrifying villains in all of Dragon Ball. Across the series, he doesn't just transform, he takes on completely different existences. Each one is its own version of Buu, with different personalities, powers, and levels of danger. In this video, I'm going to break down every single existence and transformation of Majin Buu, how they came to be, what made them unique, and why each one was more dangerous than the last. And make sure you watch until the very end, because Buu's final form isn't what you'd expect, and it might just change how you see this character forever. Kid Buu. Majin Buu's story begins millions of years before Dragon Ball Z. His original form was Kid Buu, pure chaos with no conscience, no morality, and no mercy. Kid Buu rampaged across the universe, killing without reason. When he arrived in the realm of the Kais, he killed the Western and Northern Supreme Kais with ease. Then, he fought the Southern Supreme Kai, who was considered the strongest of them all. For the first time, Kid Buu struggled. Instead of killing him, Kid Buu absorbed him, becoming a bigger, bulkier version, often called Mega Buu. But Kid Buu wasn't done. His final victim was the Grand Supreme Kai, also known as the Dai Kaioshin. When Buu absorbed him, something unexpected happened. His appearance softened, his body became round, and his personality changed. The Grand Supreme Kai's gentle, kind nature diluted Kid Buu's pure evil, creating a completely new existence, Innocent Buu. Innocent Buu. This is the first Buu we actually meet in Dragon Ball Z. Innocent Buu, also known as Fat Buu, was sealed away by the wizard Bibidi after absorbing the Grand Supreme Kai. Later, his son Babidi released him on Earth. At first glance, Innocent Buu is silly, childlike, and even funny. He laughs, he plays, and he loves food. But beneath that playful exterior is terrifying power. He regenerates from almost any attack, and he casually wipes out entire cities with his candy beam. What makes Innocent Buu unique is that he isn't truly evil anymore. His existence is shaped by whoever controls him. Under Babidi, he's destructive. But once he befriends Mr. Satan, we see a softer, almost good-hearted side that hints at what's to come. Evil Buu. When Innocent Buu tries to resist his violent urges, his evil energy grows so strong that it rips itself out of his body. This creates Evil Buu, a tall, gray, skeletal version with nothing but cruelty inside him. The two Buus fight, but Evil Buu is stronger. He reflects Innocent Buu's candy beam back at him, turns him into chocolate, and eats him. With Innocent Buu absorbed, Evil Buu evolves into something far worse, Super Buu. Good Buu. But Innocent Buu doesn't completely disappear. A piece of him survives separately as Good Buu, the chubby, kind-hearted version who stays with Mr. Satan. Unlike his other counterparts, Good Buu chooses peace and later fights on the side of the heroes. This is the same Buu we still see in Dragon Ball Super. Super Buu. Super Buu is slim, muscular, and far more intelligent than Innocent Buu. He's cruel, calculating, and enjoys torturing his enemies. He destroys almost everyone at Kami's lookout and shows just how ruthless he can be. But his most dangerous weapon is absorption. By trapping fighters inside his body, he gains their power, knowledge, and techniques. This leads to some of his most infamous transformations. Super Buu with Gotenks. When Buu absorbs Gotenks, he gains Super Saiyan 3 power and wild techniques, like the Ghost Kamikaze attack. This makes him unpredictable and overwhelming, though his arrogance mirrors Gotenks and leaves him careless. Super Buu with Piccolo. Adding Piccolo into the mix makes Buu smarter and more tactical. He fights with cold strategy, making him one of the most frightening versions of Buu. Super Buu with Gohan. The peak of Buu's absorbed forms comes when he absorbs Ultimate Gohan, creating Buuhan. This version combines Gohan's strength, Piccolo's intelligence, and Gotenks' creativity. Buuhan completely overwhelms Goku and Vegeta, forcing them to fuse into Vegito. It's one of the most iconic battles in Dragon Ball Z. But inside his body, the trapped fighters are freed. And when Gohan, Piccolo, and Gotenks are removed, something shocking happens. With all the absorbed fighters gone, Buu can no longer maintain his Super Buu form. He collapses, twists, and shrinks until he returns to his true, original existence, Kid Buu. This is a full circle moment. After millions of years, Buu reverts back to what he always was at his core. Pure chaos, destruction with no control, no conscience, and no limits. Kid Buu immediately proves why he's so terrifying by blowing up Earth in seconds. Unlike Buuhan, who was calculating, Kid Buu is primal and unpredictable. He doesn't care about winning or losing, only destroying. Oob. After Kid Buu's defeat at the hands of Goku's Spirit Bomb, his story doesn't end. At Goku's request, Kid Buu is reincarnated into a human boy named Oob. This is Majin Buu's final existence. Oob is poor, humble, and pure-hearted. But deep inside, he carries Buu's enormous potential without the evil. Goku recognizes this at the World Martial Arts Tournament and takes Oob as his student. Oob is proof that even the darkest force of destruction can be reborn into something good. Majin Buu isn't just another Dragon Ball villain. His story is a cycle of destruction and rebirth, with each existence revealing something new. Innocent Buu's playful danger, evil Buu's cruelty, Super Buu's terrifying intelligence, and finally, Kid Buu's return to his original chaos. And through Oob, we see redemption, the ultimate twist in Buu's legacy. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Majin Buu, hit that like button, subscribe for more Dragon Ball deep dives, and tell me in the comments which version of Buu you think was the most dangerous. Because this was every Majin Buu existence and transformations explained.